Hey, hey, hey! No, okay, so you just don't want to make me look like a knob. Let's go again.
Sorry, okay. Hey, hey, hey! Right, episode 8. What are we talking about today?
Periods!
Yeah.
So all the lads, I
Bye.
know you're going to switch off now, but...
No, you actually should listen though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because I guarantee that any lads that are listening, you've got a female friend, a mum, a daughter...
A girlfriend?
A girlfriend, a
wife.
Yeah, someone that goes through periods. And I think it is such a topic no one likes to.
No, yeah, especially I think men don't like to talk about it, but then also some women don't like to talk about it with men, which is completely understandable.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't think, I mean, we're just going straight into the topic now because debating. I don't think I've heard that many women say confidently, like in a gym environment or running environment, in front of everyone, being like, oh, this is hard today, I'm on my period. It's always like, oh, I'm on my period.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
say
It's
it
like,
quietly. Yeah.
No one's ever just been like, not today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I hear that.
I don't. Neither. I do it more now, but like some men really just go like, oh, I don't want to hear about that. I'm like, okay, well.
I don't think I've actually had that reaction ever. But then I don't say it, so...
Yeah, true. I just imagine that's what their reaction would be.
But do you know why I think we all think that?
Why?
School.
Yeah.
Because it was
so
like
true.
the biggest thing that... Well, I can still remember being like year 9
Yeah,
or something,
it's
and all the lads
disgusting.
are like, periods.
Yeah.
And I don't think that kind of... Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
I don't think it really leaves you.
So we're going to talk about how it affects your training mainly, because that is a big issue for me. And I've only realised it recently, like when you actually kind of go into, not tracking your cycle, some people track it religiously, which like works for you. But like if you recognise different points and then you put it next to your training, you're like, oh, well, I actually didn't lift as heavy then, or I didn't run as well then because of this. It's actually quite interesting to see when you perform best and when it really affects you, because I think it's different for everyone as well.
I can't lie, it kind of blows my mind a little bit.
Yeah, it does hurt my head a little bit.
So I kind of, well, I was going for a long stage of just being like, la, 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 la.
Yeah.
Just not tracking it, not really knowing, just, like you said, if I couldn't lift that day, if I couldn't run that day,
Yeah.
I just...
It is what it is.
It is one of those days. And I think in hindsight, if I knew better about what was going on with my body, then...
Yeah, I don't...
Yeah, like, I know tracking is good, and not that you should do it, but it can help you. But, like, other than the fact that you know that you're gonna know what's going on with your body, like, why does it matter?
Well, most, I think, especially online training plans, most training plans or, like, training phases or circuits or whatever are kind of planned towards an average man or an average 28-day cycle. So not everyone has the same 28-day cycle. So you might do a training plan and then it's like, well, I can't lift that then or whatever. And you're like, why, when that other person can? But because it's not suited to you. That makes sense?
Yeah, because I'm open and I'm trying to learn about this more now.
Yeah.
But there's different phases, isn't there, where you're really, like, full of energy, and then there's phases where you've just got no energy.
Yeah.
And I think I never noticed it when I wasn't lifting or running. Like, obviously, I noticed I had no energy, but it was just like, yeah, I'm going to go sit on the sofa.
Yeah.
But when I was actually trying to train through it, it was totally different.
Yeah, I didn't really notice until, like, when I was in the thick of athletics in, like, year 11. That's when I didn't really notice. Like, when I would do a session, I was training with other girls and boys as well, and I'm, like, really struggling. I'm like, why am I struggling with this? Like, this is an all right session. I'm like, why is no one else struggling? Like, maybe I never even clocked that it would have been the period. And then I kind of realised, okay, like, I struggle then, but I don't struggle then. But even back then, I didn't know about, like, the different phases, like the luteal phase, follicular phase. Don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I don't really know. I'm trying to learn it all.
But you know who's good, like, about posting about that? Because it's very hard to digest the information. Like, if you used to Google it, Tara, she posts quite a bit on her coaching page about that. And it's just, she makes it so much easier to break down. I remember I was reading it, I was like, well, that makes so much more sense compared to for Google's answer.
But you know what? I just think it needs to be more spoke about, because I'm quite lucky that we've got like a close knit of females who we train with, where some people just train solo or train with lads and don't really have that environment. And I remember I was speaking with Regan and Jenna, actually. I think we were out for food and we all had marathons coming up. And they were being like, oh yeah, I'm going to be on just before, oh, I'm going to be on like on it or after. I can't remember when they were saying, obviously. And I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean you don't know? And I hadn't realised because, well, this is me oversharing now, but I'm posting it anyway.
Yeah.
Because of, well, a mixture of everything, but I think the doctor said it was overtraining.
Yeah.
Not fueling correctly, even though I thought I was fueling correctly. I completely stopped my periods.
Yeah, a lot of girls get that.
But I didn't clock because of we're all adults here, because of contraception and stuff like that. I just didn't clock anything. So then when I was trying to regulate and get it all back and it still wasn't happening, I was like, this is an issue.
Yeah, it is. It happens to so many people as well. And it takes so easy to get rid of it, or not get rid of it, but to lose it. But it takes so long to get it back. Or even once you get it back, to get it back in some sort of natural rhythm.
Well, I'm still trying for over a year.
Yeah.
To get it back regularly.
Yeah, like a regular one. That's the word I was looking for.
But again, I wouldn't have noticed or known that if I wasn't having an open conversation with the girls. I was literally almost gloating, being like, I don't have one, I haven't had one, I've had a 1 day thing. And
it's really not a good thing.
Jenna is absolutely great. I mean, she is a nurse, so
yeah,
it is her
great,
job.
Yeah.
But she was just like, Fee, that's not normal, that's not okay.
Not healthy,
you're damaging your body. And then when I spoke to the doctors and then did my own research, the long-term effects of it, obviously, what's the word? Reproduction and all of that stuff. But for me at the moment, which triggered something, it's the higher risk of injury.
Yeah.
And I had just been prone to injury the past year. So obviously you can't put it down to that, can
but it's
you?
a factor.
But it's definitely a factor, and it was kind of like, So if I didn't just speak openly that one day, I think I'd had a few glasses of wine. Not that I need to have wine to be thinking about it, but we were talking, do you know what, that's how sad we are. We were talking about upcoming marathons while out drinking. But yeah, so yeah, this is your sign. Talk.
Yeah. So I'm going to educate you now.
Oh, good luck.
So,
I just missed my mouth. Sorry, we'll cut that bit out.
So, obviously, essentially, it's 4 different phases. I'm going to have to read it because there's a lot of information for me to retain. 4 different phases: menstrual phase, follicular phase, ovulation, and luteal phase. So, this is for an average woman. Again, it's not going to be specific to everyone, but it says menstrual phase is day 1 to 5. So that's when your period starts and your hormone levels, estrogen and progesterone, are at their lowest. Generally, what's the word? As a whole, you feel like you have low energy, you get cramping, you get fatigue, all that crap. But hard workouts could feel even light workouts that shouldn't feel difficult feel really hard.
Yeah.
So then it's generally, people could then in that phase, if they track it and know when they're coming into it, can adapt their training. They can make it a bit of a deload week kind of thing, a bit lighter, more gentle exercise, which is one of the benefits of tracking, because then you can it keeps your body at rest, but also your brain at rest as well.
I never thought about that, I never thought that I could make my deload week. I've always just been just push, just do it.
You always need a deload week. So then you've got follicular phase, which says day 6 to 13, which is when estrogen rises and your body preps for ovulation. I feel like a doctor.
I know, I feel like, oh.
You feel more energised, focused and stronger, so I guess this is
that's a good phase.
So obviously you come off of a deload, you're a bit well rested. Yeah.
So that's when you'd go for your PB.
Yeah, it says ideal time to push hard, with strength gains, quicker, higher volume work as well, a bigger week, a longer week. And then ovulation, so day 14 to 16, so that's only 2 days. Estrogen peaks and testosterone rises briefly.
That's when we get really competitive.
Yeah, that's when you become a man for 2 days. It says like peak strength, confidence, and like motivation and stuff like that, like you drive. And then it says great time for max lifts, speed, high intensity, but be cautious of risk of injury because ligament laxity increases.
So hard being a girl.
I know, it's so...
I'm like really, I'm really like trying to take this in because I want to like work around it more.
So you got to be careful. Like you can push that week, but you still got to be careful, just like in case of injury risk, whatever. But it's still quite interesting to know.
Yeah.
And then luteal phase, just the last bit, day 17 to 28, says progesterone, I can't say these fucking hormone words, increases, estrogen drops. So your energy kind of dips. That's when you get a bit moody.
Yeah.
Cravings, bloating, all that kind of crap.
Do you know what?
Because then that leads into your menstrual phase again. Obviously, you go back to the first one, which is when you're on your period.
Yeah.
So it's like that week. Sometimes that week leading up to your period, you're like, why am I so moody? Why do I cry? And the next week you come on your period, you're like, oh.
That is the only week that I always know I am. Because I will get more agitated. I crave chocolate 24/7 anyway.
Say cry.
I'm not really a crier.
Oh, you're
like,
not?
No.
I'm a crier.
No. Chocolate, always. But then on that week, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think I noticed it more, obviously, living with my partner. So we joke now, because now they're starting to get a bit better. Like, it will be after that week, and I've realised I've, like, come on, or I've checked my app. And I'm like... Oh, I really actually was moody. Like, you weren't just pissing me off.
I'm really sorry.
I was, like, moody.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
So, yeah, but I was just saying there, like, again, your training impact. You'll feel slower, heavier, more tired. It's okay to reduce intensity, focus on technique or recover. And then going into then your menstrual phase, which is when also it's a great time to prioritise a bit of a deload. So that's like 2 weeks of your month.
Yeah.
Where it's gonna, even if you're not deloading, you want to push through, which is fine, it's gonna feel really hard.
But then some people say training on your period, again, it's different for everyone, but some people, I've heard them say training on their period is better than training just before.
Yeah.
But that states otherwise. Yeah. But I have had friends that say like, oh, I'd rather have like the race while I'm on rather than just before.
No, I'd rather have it before.
I think I'd rather have it on.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I'm more...
I don't really know.
Yeah. I'm just more like, everything just irritates me in that week. So maybe mine's just a bit backwards.
I've never really had like my friends and my mum actually cramp that hard that they would faint.
What, you have?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
My mum and one of my best friends would cramp so hard that they would faint. She fainted once in the toilet.
Maybe.
I mean, we laugh at it now because I was like, you did an Elvis Presley.
So dramatic.
But yeah, where I don't really like, I'll get one.
I've never fainted, but I do get quite bad cramps. But if I have paracetamol, then...
I will get one, which is like the worst thing in the world. And then that will only happen like once every couple of months.
Oh, really?
But when I have that one...
Yeah. Everybody leave her alone.
Yeah, I'm in agony. But then other than that, I'm just like, you wouldn't even know.
Yeah. That's also another thing though, like, if you did, like, let's say you're on that one where it's really, really bad, like, you just gotta go to work, you just gotta go to the gym, you gotta train, like, everything's normal. And that's quite difficult, I think. And
again, because everyone has it differently, because even when I was younger and was regular every month no matter what, again, I had a friend and she would be, like, so bad to the point I remember once where she literally had to go home and just sit in the bath and get hot water bottles on her because she was in so much pain. And I was like, you're a bit dramatic, aren't you? And that was coming from another female.
Yeah.
But because I wasn't
experiencing
it, I was like, So then when I was hearing people be like, oh, I'm on my period, I don't want to go on a run, I used to be like,
just go.
Right, come on.
Yeah.
Until I started to understand and
yourself.
experience it more.
Yeah.
So I do understand sometimes, like, when men don't understand it.
Yeah.
Because I was a female.
Yeah, that's
didn't
true.
Understand it.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I now... What's the app called?
Do you use Flow? Obviously, I think that's the most commonly used one, Flow.
I'm tight. Went to do it and you got to pay.
I'm sure you can have the most basic one and not have to pay.
Well, you know what?
But you really don't get a lot of information from it. I remember I tried to use it and I was like, this is crap. Like,
yeah,
unless I'm paid for it.
It was like that, and then I remember asking Hen, and Hen advised
She's quite
me.
good at like planning around it and talking about it.
Yeah, and because we were doing a lot of ultra training, and she was telling me like, oh, I'm on this phase, I'm doing this, and I was like, how do you know? So she uses. Sorry, I just baited her out. So it's just an app. And I use an app called Stardust. And it's actually quite cute because it gives you all this information. Some of the information is like quite like
generic.
Your stars are going to align today. Yeah.
I hate that shit.
The app's called Stardust. But the rest of it is actually really good. And the fun thing is, I don't personally use it, just it wouldn't benefit us.
Yeah.
But there's a partner mode.
Oh.
So you can invite it, like your partner, and they can see what phase you're in or how you're feeling. And 9 times out of 10, when it's telling me how my body is feeling, it is correct.
Yeah.
And then when I log like when I'm on and when I'm not on, and it obviously just adjusts my cycle. So roughly, I know. But it's become like a fun thing now at home. Marcus is like, what's it telling you today? So I'll read it out. And again, this just proves like lads don't understand. I think he might have it in his head because it's called Stardust. It's like, how does it know that? It's like giving you a horoscope, like it's a load of shit.
I was going to say, it sounds like some teenage, like, thing.
And I was like, it's not a load of shit that it's saying that I'm in the however you say it,
Well, it just goes off the information that you give it, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, where, again, I was really trying to describe to him, I was like going through that kind of, and it was almost like...
Yeah, sure.
You're like, does that actually happen, though? Was that in your head? So I was like,
whoa!
It is science!
If he said that to you on the wrong week.
I know it's just him being uneducated, but yeah, he does like to do the typical lad thing sometimes. Are you due on? And then I always respond back with, no, you're just really pissing me off today. And he's like, oh, you're due on. I'm like, no, this is real.
No,
you're pissing me off.
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah. And then often I'm like 2 days later, sorry, my bad.
Next education sector. So it says how periods affect gains and progress. So strength and muscle building. Most gains happen when your training kind of aligns with your follicular phase, which is the one where you like... Follicular. We can't finally saying it right. That's the one where you've got like, it's ideal to push hard, like run quickly, lift heavy, etc. Because you've got a lot of estrogen, so it supports muscle building, that hormone. It says luteal phase is less responsive to muscle stimulus, so your progress might feel a little bit like stalled, a little bit just plateaued, which is interesting because in your luteal phase, your estrogen drops massively and your progesterone comes up. So.
Do lads have anything similar to this?
They've got testosterone, but I don't think they've got progesterone or estrogen. I don't think.
No, I don't think they do. But what I meant is, like, do they have, like, phases like this for the month? Or are they just
I don't think so.
Always just...
I really don't know, to be honest. That's actually quite a good question.
I'm going to Google that after.
Yeah.
Because I have always thought, like, again, I just put it down to me being me. Like, some weeks, I am so... like, let's do triple sessions even. I know it's bad, but you know what I mean? Like, woof, woof, woof. And then other weeks, I'm just like, I don't even want to get out of bed.
Yeah, you don't even want to do one session.
Yeah, and then I look at the lads and I'm like, they're always just so tick over, non-stop. And I'm definitely like this.
I don't think there's phases because, like you said, it's just constantly ticking over. It's, like, you can be tired, burnt out and stuff like that, but, like,
it's
phases...
It's hormonal
phases. I don't think so.
We might be wrong. We're not doctors.
Yeah, no. And then how it affects your gains and progress during recovery. Recovery might be slower in the luteal phase because of inflammation and stress levels are higher. Maybe they're higher because you're doing more because, like, that's when you can push hard. I don't know.
I think, I feel my stress levels go up.
And I knew this as well, but your sleep quality can drop due to hormone fluctuations. So, like, when you're switching between, like, 2 different weeks, for example, and the hormones, like, switch over, your estrogen goes down, your progesterone goes up, then it does affect your sleep quality, which...
See, I don't get that.
Yeah, but you could sleep on a friggin' log.
I can sleep.
Like, I thought I could sleep, but you can sleep better than me.
Like, I could go in now, finish this. It's what day, what time is it?
Day.
It is 5:30. I could go in now, lie in bed, and that would be me out until the next day, happily.
If I was to go to, like, bed now tonight, I'd probably wake up at, like, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nah. I'll be spark out in a deep, deep sleep and probably still wake up being like, I could go to bed again. Even if I slept it all the way through, it wouldn't be deep. It would be, like, very light, kind of non-restorative. You know, when you look at your sleep and it just says, like, short, non-restorative. That is literally what mine says all the time. Do you know what? Ever since getting a smartwatch to track it all, now I've switched to Coros. It's got a bit more detail, but even on my Garmin, first thing I do every morning.
Yeah, I go through the thing.
How's my sleep? Maybe we need to be more like that with our periods. I check my sleep.
Well, you can link your period or, like, your tracking app to a Garmin. You can link the apps together.
Can't do it with Coros.
You know,
I used to try it with a Garmin.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a bit on here. It says, like, link your cycle or something. Yes, cycle tracking, set it up in app.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
used to do that with my Garmin.
And then you really need to listen to this bit. Nutrition needs. So it says you burn 100 to 300 extra calories a day during your luteal phase.
No way.
So that's like your BMR. So you're like, it's called basal metabolic rate, which is like, if you used to do no exercise all day, you still burn calories because your body burns it to digest stuff and stuff like that. So you're going to burn anywhere between an extra 100 to 300 to get through those processes a day. So you might need to eat more, or...
It means that chocolate bar I'm craving, I'm going to go and eat.
Yes!
I never knew that.
But then obviously, like, if you're not necessarily on diet, but like, or struggling with food or whatever, and you're still pushing hard in that week, training-wise, and you're eating less and not fueling properly, then again, that pushes towards the injury side of it.
That's crazy, yeah. So if you're already eating in a deficit, and then you're pushing harder that week by mistake, and then you're in that phase as well, you might literally be under eating like by 1,000 calories maybe.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Carb cravings are real. It's not a weakness, but it's your body prepping for a potential pregnancy. Even if, like, obviously, even let's say it's not going to happen, but like, because in ovulation, that's when it would happen. Your body's like, the cycle of your body is prepping for that.
So if I'm craving carbs...
Well, I crave carbs all the time. It's not literally like... Because I crave them like all the time.
I love a squares bar.
Doesn't mean you're pregnant. It's just your body is prepping because that's the time frame where it would happen.
Yeah.
So I thought that was quite interesting.
Every time I'm craving carbs now, I'm like, oh.
Am I pregnant? And this is quite an obvious one, but I think people forget it. Iron loss during menstruation can impact your energy. So obviously, like, you do... It's a bit grim, but you do lose a lot of blood every week, once a month. Like, you're obviously going to lose a lot of iron.
Yeah.
So then your muscles aren't going to be as well supported.
Isn't it advised for women just to take iron supplements anyway?
Well, at the start of last year, I had blood tests and I was anemic. So obviously they gave me iron tablets.
Always forget about that.
Then it went back up. So I asked them, I was like, should I still take them or not? And they were like, because they gave me a strong one, but they were like, you can just buy like one from Boots, whatever. It's not as strong, just to keep it ticking over because there's no harm in having one of those every day. And I just have one every day now.
There's actually one supplement I don't have. Maybe I should.
Yeah, they taste this. It tastes like you're eating a 2p when you first start. They don't. I'm used to it now, but like,
do you chew your
tablets?
No,
I don't chew it, but like when I first, maybe it was the doctor's ones. The strong are literally they're quite big, and then I put it in my mouth and it just tastes like a 2p. It's disgusting.
I actually, fun fact, I can't
really
have a tablet. And do you know how? Do you do tablet then water? Mm-hmm. I can't do that. I've got to do water then tablet. Which is quite fun because I'm not fun. I'm like water then I'm like.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. If not, I can't deal with like the taste.
No, I do it very quickly. Like
I just can't.
Yeah. So that's the end of my education section.
I feel more educated.
Yeah.
I'm still going to forget it all and have to check my app, and my app is going to tell me some starry, gazy day. You are feeling empowered. Actually, shall I see what it says today?
Oh, yeah, let's see what it says.
Just tell the whole world. Let's go back to today. Luteal. That was it.
Oh, luteal. That means
Luteal.
you could push a bit harder.
So this is the kind of thing it says, which is really cringe, but like I like it because it gives it a personality.
Okay.
So it says your egg has finally completed its journey from ovary to uterus.
You've lost me.
It left a few days ago. Rub your stomach and whisper, "Good job, buddy." So your egg knows how much you appreciate all of its hard work.
Oh, I ain't getting that app. You've lost me. You've ruined it now.
But I like it because it's got a personality.
What, are you going to name it? Like,
Oh no, but I feel like, yeah, you've done a good job today.
Well done.
My body has done what it's meant to have done.
No, I get it, but I just wouldn't be able to take it.
Well, do you know, in all seriousness, like going back to being serious,
Yeah.
because
Sorry.
I had lost my period for so long, and they're
Yeah.
just about, I say, coming back, but not regular, so it's not guaranteed every month. When I hear stuff like that, like,
Go me. No, wait, I'm not taking a piss there.
No, I'm seriously, I'm like, oh, like, my body can do that.
Yeah.
I need to make sure it does do that.
And carries on doing it, yeah.
So it makes me try and make conscious decisions and like not to overtrain or to make sure, like, do you know when I have it sometimes where I don't particularly like to eat after training. So if I've had a late session,
Yeah.
I'll be like, shower, I can go to bed. And that really makes me make a more conscious decision. No, you need to refuel, even if you're not hungry.
Even if you don't want to.
So my little buddy here, who's got personality, just helps me. And it also says, it asks me, how are you doing today? And I can select from feelings. I don't really know what that does. Maybe it just tracks how I'm feeling.
Gives it a better idea of what phase you might be in, I don't know. Obviously, like, these apps are really good, but then if you don't feel the way that it says, obviously it's not going to be 100% dead accurate. Like, it's an app in your phone, but it's very helpful as like a kind of guide to work.
And then again, it tells me like roughly where my energy might be. So it's saying your energy has not yet plummeted.
This is like an ad.
Yeah. Sponsor us. Your energy is not yet plummeted into the depth of sloth hell. See, got a good personality.
Bring itself back now. Bring itself back.
Use your final moments before PMS strikes to crush your to-do list. So again, little shit like that. I'm like, oh yeah, tidy the house today because maybe in 2 days' time I don't want to do it.
Oh, that's good, actually. Yeah. No, I take it back.
I'm really actually enjoying finding all this. So I haven't read it all today.
But yeah, it's just like using that. It will help. Like you.
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. It's also telling me, I don't know how it knows this. So maybe it's on averages or if it's on whoever's got the app.
Yeah.
But it's saying,
Start again.
956,603 other people are also in their luteal phase around the world today.
That's quite interesting.
That must be
I
people
feel like
on
that's
the
not
app.
a lot. Oh yeah, and not everyone's going to have
Must
the
be
app.
people on the app.
I was thinking like the whole world then, like not everyone's got the app. That's quite interesting as well. Makes you feel not alone.
Meow. I just find it interesting. My good old buddy. It's like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
My mate.
That's great, that is actually. So yeah, I don't think I'd ever... It affects me, but not as massively as it does some people or how some people share it. But it does increase the likelihood, or like, that's not the word. What's the word? Like so more people know about it. What's that word? It increases the...
I know what you're trying to say.
It's not publicity, because that's not what I'm trying to say.
Awareness.
Awareness, that's it. Yeah, so it increases the awareness of kind of... You can plan your training around it. Yeah, it does seem like a bit of a faff to start with. But that way, it's going to affect you less mentally, I think. Like if you don't get a PB in anything you run or the gym, like, it might get you a bit down. But
then on the flip side, this is me like being the devil on the shoulder. If you're planning it, for me anyway, I don't particularly want to know if I'm going to be in a bad phase on race day or coming into race day, because
That
then in my
is
head
true.
I might
Put you
be
into
like,
it already.
I'm struggling today, but I might not actually feel, because don't get these apps, like,
that's true.
they're not bang on. Like, you only know how your body's feeling. But if the app is going to tell me that I'm feeling great, I'm going to feel more great.
And if it's telling you that you might feel a bit shit, then you highly likely going to feel a bit shit.
Yeah, and that split second pops into your head going, oh, just sit down. Oh, yeah, I need to sit down, my app's told me.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. That was close. That's actually quite an interesting point, yeah.
So I still don't know how I feel on that.
Yeah. I've never tried it. I've never tried to plan around it. I kind of, like, similar to you, kind of just push through. But I think I'll be actually reading that and learning about that. I feel like I'll be a bit more wary about the nutrition side and
the nutrition
purely
side,
just
definitely.
for injury wise and actually like looking after your body. This is like a public announcement for coaches. If you're a coach, and whether you're a man or a woman, whatever, because I don't know drastic amounts about it, but it will massively help client wise and you to come across as a better coach if you understand it more. Like, so I guarantee, like, when I was at Pure Gym, if any, like, members was to come up and ask about that kind of thing, like girls in the gym, they would never ever go to any of the male PTs.
I even wouldn't now.
Yeah, no, I know it's like I probably wouldn't either, but it's also probably because even if someone did, or they had a male PT already and they wanted to speak to their PT about it, they'd probably think, well, you've got quite limited knowledge, you might have limited knowledge on it anyway. Because I think it's something kind of coaches forget to look into. They're like, oh, well, they're not going to talk to me about it, so I'm not going to learn about it because I'm not going to have to deal with it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So do you research, peeps?
I just think as well, it's a bit of an awareness for, I'm going to say men, but also everyone, that when you're training with a female and then she just goes, I can't be bothered, or I'm struggling today, or do you know what, that easy run was really hard, like, can we just tone it back? Sometimes just take that as a sign that they're just saying.
Yeah, rather than
like saying it. Like, just be a little bit, obviously you just want to push someone, but
there's like a line, like,
yeah, maybe just think, oh, maybe she's just actually struggling today.
Yeah.
Don't be like, oh, come on, you're better than this. Like, they're just be a bit aware of it.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, what's the word? Compassion rather than like, really, just go, oh, don't be like weak about it or whatever, or like, don't give up kind of thing. Like, but then again, that's hard for them because they're like, well, does she just need a push or does she not need pushing at all? And like, that's her limit, like, kind of thing. It's quite difficult. So you can overthink it a little bit too much, I think.
Yeah, because then some girls also always just say, oh, I can't be bothered all the time. But then, you know, like, for the likes of, like, us two, and when we're like, oh, I'm struggling today, it's like, have you overtrained?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Have you eaten?
Yeah, have you eaten today? Oh,
that's normally the first question.
Yeah, like, if I randomly, like, went to the gym, I don't know, and then just couldn't do, like, 4 pull-ups in a row, I'd be like, oh, what's going on with you? Like, that's something that 9 times out of 10 I can always do no matter what. Like, stuff like that.
For me, I think I feel it the most when on runs.
I don't know why I said 4.
Not 10.
I can't do 10 no matter what.
I think I feel it the most on runs, though. I haven't ran in ages, so that might have changed. But I just feel sluggish, heavy, like I'm just running, but I'm just running backwards. Like that. That's when I feel it the most.
Vision of you running backwards.
I'm running. But I think as a general, I feel like girls will probably say that's the hardest thing, running, because it's also like the worry of accessibility to a toilet or somewhere, just in case. Like that's a stress level itself.
Actually, I did see someone that did on TikTok. She went around, I can't remember which marathon it was. It might have been Manchester.
Oh, I feel like I saw this.
And she put like a little period, like pack kind of thing in every toilet because they don't do it.
No.
Like, if you are caught out mid-race.
Yeah, you don't know that you're going to come on.
There is nothing there to help you.
That is so
9
true.
times out of 10, I think a lot of females carry stuff just in case. But again, if you're not expected to, then.
Yeah.
And there's nothing. I mean, half the time there's not toilet in those toilet cubicle things, so you can't be too. But yeah, I did see a girl that went around and
I think that's like or she's trying to do like a charity thing for it, like make it as like a mandatory kind of thing.
Fair play. I'll sign that petition.
Yeah, and me. But it's difficult with things like that because everyone might get into a sticky situation during a marathon, like toilet situation wise. And if there's no toilet roll, they're just gonna anyone will just pop into that little period pad, take the pad, sort themselves out with that.
But you know what? If there's no toilet roll and you need toilet roll, you take that because you deserve it.
We're all in emergencies.
Yeah, you deserve it. I'm not gonna hate someone for that.
Can actually learn from that is like you can use your cycle to your advantage by whether you like really particularly plan it or not, whatever works best for you. You can use it to your advantage and kind of not let it affect you too much mentally, but then also don't overthink it too much because then you just go around in this one big circle.
Do you know what? I feel like I say this every week, but you are like the positive out of us two and I am the negative because I never, even after that whole episode, I didn't think, you use it to your advantage, use it to a strength, like you're going to be stronger.
What did you think?
I was just like, shit, innit?
Well, no, it is shit.
Going I was like, oh, it's just shit.
It is shit.
We got like a 2-day opportunity window. We got this, we got that.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, oh yeah.
I saw this TikTok. It was so funny. I'll put it, if it's still like, it's not been deleted or anything, I'll put it on the screen. It was this guy and it was just him like filming him running like on treadmill, different activities. And he said something like, I'm not being funny. If I had boobs and a menstrual cycle, I don't think I could do any of this crap. And I was like, I reposted it straight away. I was like, that is so true.
Yeah, do you know what? Actually, going back onto TikToks, I will find I can't for the life of me remember what he's called, but I'll send it to you so we can add it into this. It's this lad who's been with his girlfriend for...
Oh, is his name Harry?
I just said I don't know what his name is.
Oh, sorry. I feel like we may have seen the same TikTok.
His girlfriend is blonde.
Well, that's really not helpful. Blonde TikTok.
And he's a bit blondish. Anyway, so he's been with his girlfriend for, I think, 8, 9, long time. Yeah. And she, again, has had issues with, like, contraception period, how bodies change women. And he's done a whole series on... Oh, I think I know who you're speaking about now, actually. There's 2 lads that have done it.
Yeah, I think I know who you're on about, because it's not the Harry one. Yeah, I know who you're on about.
But he's done a whole series of him trying to understand and learn women's bodies better.
Yeah.
And commenting on, like, what's happened that week and how she's reacted and how he's coped with it and what he's done to help her. Mm-hmm. And even as a woman, one, I'm just like, oh, that's really cute. Yeah. But 2, I'm like, hearing what he is taking from it has actually helped me. And then some of the videos, I'm like the way he's saying it, he says it from a male's perspective.
I was about to say, different perspective.
Marcus, watch that.
Yeah, please
watch that. This is what's happening. And he's like, oh, do you want a chocolate bar? But yeah, I will send you him because... And females, like, watch him because just the way he says it, it just...
I feel like as a female, it's good to see it from a male perspective as well.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's difficult for you, but it's also difficult for them because they don't understand exactly what you're going through.
Because we're not easy. We do become, like, ultimate bitches some weeks and then moody little cows the other week and then full of energy the other week.
For one day.
Yeah. And now that I'm trying to get it more regular, I definitely notice that on me. Some weeks I'm just like in the gym, music in, can't be bothered.
Yeah, I don't want to speak to anyone.
Yeah. And then other weeks I could talk to a brick wall.
Yeah.
And have the best day ever. Yeah. With that brick wall. But then other weeks I'm like Marcus will touch me and I'm like,
get off me.
Just stop being
No, I remember I was here once and I don't know whether it annoyed you or whatever, but he went to hug you and you're like, don't touch me. I'm already hot and you've annoyed me. And I was like, whoa.
I promise I love my boyfriend. But again, that just shows, like, I was clearly having one of those days. I was just like, yeah, it's a bit too much.
Overstimulated.
Yeah. And so I can't even remember his reaction. What was it? Was he good?
I don't know.
He probably was.
I think he just got off.
He was just like, oh, okay.
I think he said something, oh, you're charming or something like that. I was just like, I feel like the kid in the. I was like, mum and dad fighting.
But yeah, I'm quite lucky actually. He some lads would take that really, really bad.
Yeah.
But again, I think that's because we're so long into our relationship. I don't like. Oh, I want to hide how I'm feeling.
Yeah,
I'm just like, no, not today, please. I will love you again in 5 minutes. And we actually had that this week.
Just not right now.
Sorry, last week, where I can't remember what he'd done. And I was just like, Marcus, please, just blah, 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 blah. And he was like, And I was still just going on and on and on. And I could feel it. And I was like,
I need to stop.
Yeah. And then I went upstairs.
You need like a timeout.
Yeah, I went upstairs. I think I went and had a shower. And it was like the cold water just calmed me down. And I came back downstairs, I was like, can I have a hug? And he's like, have you calmed down now? I was like, I'm sorry. Yeah. I just got a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe if I read my app, I would have known what was going on.
Yeah. Your little personality there.
Yeah. We call him Jeff.
Why?
Again, I just feel like it makes it more lighthearted.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So me and Jeff are going to keep checking in every day on where I am on my phase.
Lovely. I might get it and I'm going to have to get it and call it a name. What goes with Jeff?
I was going to say Boris, but it can't be Boris.
Boris?
It's another stupid name.
Yeah, but...
Like Jeff
that
is
a
bit of a...
bad association.
Anyway, we'll think of this off the episode.
Yeah, we're waffling now.
So, sorry to any lads who didn't like, cringe, got uncomfortable during this episode, but...
It's good for you to listen to.
Yes.
And girls.
Yes. Bye! Bye!